brand promise. The promise is get in, be moved. Two sides to the promise. Get in is an invitation to the Mazda brand, an invitation to the dealership, and an invitation to experience our cars and trucks. The other side of the brand promise is be moved. Be moved is not only physically just point A to point B, but also about being moved emotionally. Mazda is about the experience of driving.
Gina was a driving girl with geographic memory. Karen dumped her boyfriend Jim, forget that slacker misery. Charlie works in cyberspace, /.com all day long. Pamela, she couldn't sing, but kept the beat and kept it strong.
The 2000 Mazda Protege. A change from all your high-maintenance relationships.
The second thing we did, and we wanted to make sure there was consistency across all of our launch components for the Protege particularly, was to use the colors of the road. Black and yellow are Mazda's colors, and we chose those because, again, the colors of the road represent the driving experience.
Integrated marketing communications is a new, thriving component within the marketing world. Provides many different tools and the technologies out there that exist that we can create and begin to build a one-to-one relationship with our consumer. We've got the internet, we've got personal direct one-to-one direct mail videos that you can turn around cheaply and effectively to get out to the consumer and tailor and customize a message that will ultimately create a stronger relationship with the consumer.
Is that the answer?
Ready, boys and girls? Look behind me to the Magic City.
One element of integrated marketing communications is online, the online component. For the Protege launch, we knew that this area of communication was key to our target. We decided that we would have a Mazda road trip, online road trip, that would ultimately lead them to the Mazda launch party. We produced internet advertising that drove traffic to the Mazda Protege website that gave them details and directions how to get to the road trip, and that also allowed them to enter sweepstakes to win a Protege. But we were also at that time capturing vital information on these people, demographic information as well as psychographic information in which we could follow up and mail out to them in traditional mail or email out to them additional information to this launch party. And we used the sweepstakes as a tool to get them to register online and provide that information to us. Another component to integrated marketing communications was our hand raiser program. A hand raiser is somebody who fills out a survey or provides Mazda information on the Protege that indicates that they're interested in our product. We put together a direct mail program intended to capture hand raisers, then turn around and forward to them a test drive offer to get them behind the wheel of the Mazda Protege. The incentive was to receive a launch CD-ROM, a custom CD-ROM for them.
Do we have to be serious?
This is the weirdest interview I've ever done.
I'm really, really funny, and that I'm an excellent bridge player.
Here we are. Want the lowdown on the totally new, totally redesigned Mazda Protege? Well, you just gotta point here and click. Have fun. See ya.
We then sent out the launch CD-ROM along with a test drive offer to go down to their dealership and actually take the Protege for a test drive.
Again, we were aiming the Protege creative at a certain specific group of young people fresh out of college. It was probably their first car, and it's their first job, and it's kind of, the world is new almost, and they react with one another differently than other groups. They tend not to go out individually, they go out with friends, so a 4-door was important rather than a 2-door. So it was the whole idea of Protege and how it fitted into their world was important, as well as choosing the right people. And again, their age group meant that they did different activities than their parents or we would have done. So you had to really kind of weave that into the whole look and create a world almost, which is why Protégé was not an urban environment. In reality, we created a Protégé world which represented that and added some excitement to the whole commercial, the cubes and the action and the things tumbling and the car driving thing. It was all meant to create that world that was more youthful and fitted in with that excitement of first job, first car. I think emotional drives a lot of the purchase of cars. So, I mean, it's like you have this emotional purchase, this emotional item that you go out with your friends, it's fun, you got the stereo, you got the performance, it's all that emotional side, but but you have to know that it's backed up by it's the car that's never going to let you down. A lot of the parents in this age group, sometimes the parents buy the car or finance it for them. It's their first car, their first big purchase. So the parents also want to know that it's, I mean, just from a background point of view, want to know they're buying a reliable car. So this like low maintenance aspect of it was very important. You know, you want to know that what you're getting is a great piece of engineering and it's going to perform exactly how we expect. Throughout the whole Protégé campaign, you've got to speak with one message, and we used Protégé World in the print, as you can see. It was very much the commercial, but done in a print way. You have to maintain that synergy, so the whole campaign is speaking with one voice.
The media strategy for the Protégé launch was really centered around focusing on this really hard to find group of people, which is kind of the Gen X group, which is kind of loosely termed, but it's this group of 18 to 24, 30-ish people that have a really active lifestyle. Their media usage habits are not like the older consumers. They're in and out of the marketplace very quickly. They don't watch television the way other consumers do. They don't necessarily read traditional media, so they're a challenge to find. So what we did was employed some really different strategies in reaching these people. The most significant and kind of the cornerstone of the whole plan was a television program with our water cooler TV strategy. Water cooler TV is basically what we call vertical stripping. You pick a network on a given night and you buy a spot in each one of the programs. So for example, think of Thursday night on NBC. You run a spot in Friends, you run a spot in Seinfeld. When it was on, you run a spot in Frasier and ER. And essentially what you've got is consumers that come into the network on a given night and stick with the program, because that's the dominant night that the network is on the air. But you also reach the light TV viewer who will just come in to see Friends or just come in to see ER. So you're reaching both sets of the audience. What we did to supplement that buy was we had a strong program with consumer print.
Another essential element of integrated marketing communications was the point of sale or showroom environment. We attempted, and we were successful, I think, at translating this online environment, or Mazda world, into the showroom environment. We actually took the effect of the cubes and translated it into a point of sale display that actually utilized the talent from the commercial, as well as the same tonality or graphics or style of speaking that we think the target would do, or how they would speak. We utilized the Mazda World cube feeling in our brochures and in our the banners as well. For public relations, we designed an out-of-the-box campaign, again appealing to the target and utilizing the visuals from the advertising to promote public awareness.
We were thrilled with the results of the Protégé launch. In the quarter that we launched, our sales were up 33% over the prior year. So there was a 14% increase over and above what Mazda had projected for, making for a very successful quarter. In 1999, the momentum continued. We had about a 20% increase for the year following that launch.
We did get a little more female, which was the intent of the campaign, was to focus a little more on that aspect. And so we knew qualitatively that we were succeeding in producing a new image for Protégé as young